All right, so we are ready on countdown.
Okay, yeah, whenever you're ready, if you want to count it down.
Oh, we just got a donation to read. Ah, psych. All right, we got $10 from Anonymous. Thank you for that donation. And now we're ready for countdown.
All right, yeah, count me in. We'll go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, I'm sure like most people watching are familiar with Ocarina of Time speedruns, but this is Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and really like the only differences in the game are the contents of the dungeons and the mini dungeons, so that includes like Ice Cavern and Gerudo Training Grounds, Bottom of the Well. So that actually that changes a lot of the speedrun here. The name of this category is GSR. It used to go by a bunch of different names. It used to be no RBA, then no RBA, no wrong warp, then Noyam, no wrong warp, and now it's GSR. So basically, like what GSR means is it's a Ganondorf source requirement, which means the goal is to beat Ganondorf and beat the game, but you have to get to Ganondorf and like beat him like through source. So you can't just like you can like glitch the medallions into your inventory and then watch Light Arrow's cutscene right away, but like basically this just means that you have to beat Spirit Temple and Shadow Temple. You know, you have to get Zelda's Lullaby the proper way and like get Bow the proper way. So this was just a different way to define like what we do in the category. But yeah, Master Quest GSR specifically, this route has like undergone like a bunch of changes, especially recently. There was another big change. So a long time ago, back when it was just Garntrex running Master Quest, what they would do is get Slingshot as Child and then go to Shadow Temple to get Hover Boots for the run, because they'd need Hover Boots. But then at some point, it was like somewhat practical to skip the Hover Boots. It was like a lot faster. So myself and Garntrex like really optimized the route to skip Hover Boots, which included like, if people are familiar with Spirit Hover, we would hover all the way up to like near the Silver Gauntlets chest and then hover to the other side of the hand to get the Mirror Shield. All of that without Hover Boots. So it was like a huge ordeal. But now with new finds such as the Song of Time block skip in Shadow Temple, and we can clip through another ice trap or like an ice wall, we can actually get to Hover Boots as adult. So now the route was like re-optimized to get Hover Boots as adult. But if people have been following Twitter for Ocarina of Time, there was another huge find recently, just a couple days ago. You can now like bomb, collision, push yourself outside of a wall inside the Hover Boots room and like do the boss key skip in that way. It's just a hover slide now. So now we have to like take that into consideration, and this route might change again. So this might be the only time you see this route for a marathon run, which is like kind of interesting. But the first few minutes are pretty much exactly the same as a regular run. We're just going to get the sword and the shield and escape as fast as possible, but from there the route will diverge. And you might notice the red button in the HUD. This is the GameCube version. It's the only official release of Master Quest. So if you want to do like, I guess, proper Master Quest speedruns, you want to run on GameCube. Oh no. I might get bouldered. I'm not sure. And one thing you might notice for GameCube version is there's a whole bunch of like pause delay opening the menu that even like Nintendo 64 doesn't have. The lag isn't necessarily like larger from unpausing. It's just like the amount of time like it. I don't know. It's just like there's just lag on like opening the menu itself. So what I did there was bridge clip. Basically, well, we had thought it was only 1 frame for bridge clip, but there's now like a way to do it with 2 frames. We're not quite sure like if it'll be like reliable for runs yet, but yeah, it's just like a cool way to get up to that bridge and get 5 more rupees quickly. It saves only like a couple seconds though. All right, what I'm gonna do here is a water extended super slide, and basically while you're holding a position like slightly off from neutral, Link will do like this shuffle animation, and it doesn't have its own speed. So it'll just like lock whatever speed I had before that, which was like that recoil and push into the water. And then what I did there was a recoil, and then I got infinite sword glitch at the same time. And basically it just like locked me inside of like that kid as I was pushed off against the wall. And then I was able to roll around him and escape the forest. That was like one of the first like major finds for this game. Or I guess it's just like a really old one. There's like a whole bunch of ways to escape the forest now. So yeah, this is where the route's going to diverge now from a regular run. In normal GSR, you would see people go to Kakariko and either start by getting a bottle or just going to bottom of the well for bomb chews. But the thing is like I said earlier, all of the dungeon contents are completely different. So there aren't bomb chews that we can be getting in bottom of the well. So we're actually going to be heading towards Spirit Temple as a child, which is pretty interesting. Because no run of Ocarina of Time like goes to Spirit Temple as a child. I guess like reverse dungeon order does, maybe. Am I right about that? I think RDO does it. Maybe not.
I think it might. It's been a while since I've seen an RDO run.
Well, I think they get like bomb chews there or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the same reason we're going there, bomb chews. Early explosives just save a bunch of time. But yeah, that means I'm going to have to go to Gerudo Valley and somehow get into Gerudo Fortress as a child. So instead of going towards CAC, we're going to go in the opposite way. And there's actually this P-Hat enemy next to bushes here. And I'm going to try to do a super slide using the P-Hat off the bushes, which can be pretty difficult. There we go. So that trick is actually like kind of harder than it looks, and it's actually like more precise than it looks too, because the P-Hat can actually rotate 2 different directions, and it's really put like a damper on finding like a faster setup. Myself and my friend Aliens have just like, we tried for a few hours to find a faster setup, and we did. It's just like if the P-Hat revolved the other way, it wouldn't work. So yeah, the fact that we do have a working setup that's consistent is really good there.
Yeah, and most of the time you see super slides, it's people just do it with bombs. It's a lot more difficult when you have to bait an enemy into a certain position for it.
Yeah. It means you have to like basically like manipulate the enemy to like, you know, hit at a certain time. All right, here is the Gerudo gate skip as a child, and a lot of people do it with explosives, but we don't have those yet, so we have to do it with the Cucco. And if I fail this in a really bad way, I'll lose a few minutes, so I'm really hoping I don't, because that would really stink. So I guess let's just try to not do that. Okay. Oh, no, not quite. Okay.
I hate this trick so much.
Me too. Okay. Yeah. It was like slower to go for the boxes there, but if you like go through the middle, you can just kind of jump up to the top. I just think it's kind of fun. All right, so I said we were going to Spirit Temple, but we're actually going to do a quick detour. We're going to be going to Gerudo Training Grounds, and you might think, well, how do I get in? I don't have the Gerudo card. I can't pay for the entrance. And even if I did, that guard isn't there to open the entrance anyway. So we're just going to like clip in instead. All right. All right, we're in. So the cool thing is in Master Quest is there's just this exposed chest at the start. And that's our first set of bomb chews. Pretty simple. But we gotta go to Spirit Temple now. And you might be thinking, whoa, there's this big gate in the way. What am I gonna do about it? Well, I guess you'll just have to see. So normally as adult, if you didn't have the Gerudo card, I mean, you'd be caught there for trying to climb up the ladder, and especially if you climb all the way up here, there'd be another guard to catch you, but they're not here as a child, and we can just kind of like side hop out of bounds. Oh no. Please work. No. I gotta go target the wall again. I was gonna say like that never happens, but people say that all the time for marathon runs, but it's like actually never happened.
This has never happened before.
Never happened in a run. It's happened before in practice.
I'm actually super jealous of how many bomb chews you get in the Master Quest route.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is like we really need them. All right. Pretty simple. So now we have to do Wasteland as a child, which can be pretty frustrating. I'm going to try this once. Darn. Yeah, it's... Wasteland Hess can be difficult sometimes.
So what he was trying to do there was Hess backwards through the desert that has all of these invisible barriers that will just void you out and spawn you back at the beginning. And doing the whole thing extremely fast in the hyper-extended super slide, and also doing it backwards because that's just how you move with a Hess is very difficult.
Yeah, and you can see like I'm not like very practiced in this section because it's been years since I've had to do this forwards. In like a run, I would just be like, oh yeah, time to reset, or we try it again. But I want to be like extra careful for a marathon. Once I hit the second half, though, it's a lot easier to tell where I am. All right, from here, I won't need to look around or anything. So normally, like, I guess casually, you're supposed to have Lens of Truth and Magic, and the Poe kind of guides your way. And also you're supposed to have either, like, Long Shot or Hover Boots to cross that quicksand, but you can just, like, backwalk on the outer edge and you won't sink. I guess that's, like, a little thing that you might not have thought of. So, yeah, here we are, Desert Colossus' child. So we're here for more bomb chews. And since we have to beat Spirit Temple anyway, what you can do is when you like exit the dungeon, you'll get Requiem of Spirit, which we're gonna do because I mean we have to exit the dungeon anyway. And having Requiem will be nice because we can just like skip coming all the way back here later when we have to actually beat the dungeon. All right, so here's just like another exposed chest, which is. It's just really convenient that it's here. Another 10 bomb chews. So we're at 14 now. It's actually really cool that learning Requiem of Spirit is tied to exiting the bottom of Spirit Temple for the first time. It doesn't have any kind of like age requirement associated with it, so this is one of, I guess this is like the only adult warp song you can learn as child regularly. Yeah, I suppose it is. So that's like really convenient for this run. Because if you go to like the Bolero trigger as child, it won't be there. Same thing with Minuet. If you get Iron Boots as child, you won't learn Serenade. And I guess Prelude's an adult-only trigger after you've beaten Forest Temple as well.
I think you can do a wrong warp into the Nocturne.
Oh yeah,
cutscene,
you can.
But
You'd
doing
have
that
to-
as child is ridiculous.
Well, you'd
and
have to get like, would you have to get Far's Wind on B as child? Or maybe like do a timer wrong warp or something?
I'm not sure. I've never actually seen it done.
I guess
just know that it's
Nocturne
possible.
as child would be the only other one, really.
But it's way more difficult than actually just getting it as adult.
All right, so here we want to go back to the forest, but save warps on GameCube take forever. We optimized it to make it so that we only have to save warp once, ideally in the run. So I'm going to kill myself here. Oh no. Well, I wasted a bomb chew, but it didn't matter because what I did there is I saved so I could keep my bomb chews. And now I'm just going to like do not save, do not continue, and it's just going to be a way for us to return to the file select screen so that we don't have to reset. And yeah, we have the Requiem still, we have the bomb chews, so mission accomplished.
But it's actually hilarious.
Yeah, it's just like a cool way for us to avoid a save warp, but also like not waste bomb chews. All right, we're gonna do the same escape again. Come on. There we go. Okay. So now I have to go to Hyrule Castle, and one interesting thing is that Requiem sets time of day to late evening. So I don't actually have enough time to get to the castle. So I'm gonna have to do what we call like the chain trick. So if you load the chains, but then you look away, even if the bridge starts going up, the chains won't. So at some point here in Hyrule Field, I'm gonna look over here to the chains that are now loaded, and then just turn to the side, and here we go. But yeah, like, it turns night right here, so there's no way I would have made it. You can do a Hess, but I'm going to try to hold on to some extra bomb chews, because it's a marathon run, obviously, so. And it actually doesn't save that much to do that Hess. I guess, like, one little Easter egg thing is that there's red rupees up there. We're going to be using those to buy the Hylian Shield. There's also another like little Easter egg rupee here next to the shooting gallery at night. It's this crate on the right, and you can only get like one per night, I think. So even if you like reload the area, it wouldn't be there again. So from here until Master Sword, it's exactly the same as regular GSR, except that time of day is like a little bit more progressed, which has a couple implications. One of them is that a different type of damage boost than you normally see is faster. I think I screwed that up, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. We could just walk on that seam and avoid all the guards there. You don't normally see it in a GSR run because it pauses time of day progression when you get ISG, but we don't make it in time anyway. Yep, and we're up. So that skips like getting the pocket egg. With all those pauses, it would have been just better for me to do the other method, but it's like good to assume that you're not gonna be bad. So these like guards kind of operate on like a line of sight thing. So if they're looking the other way, you can just kind of like side hop away from them. I mean, in real life, that definitely won't work.
Have you tried it before?
I guess not, but I'm pretty sure that like, you know, they can hear. Especially with like all the yelling Link's doing. All right, so now we have like a pretty long cutscene. It's the Zelda's Lullaby cutscene, or I guess this is the Zelda cutscene. One thing you might note is that my health is at exactly 1/2 a heart, and that was super intentional. You would have seen me, I guess if you were paying attention, I was getting hit by that gold Skulltula. And the way that most songs work in this game, I'm going to say most because you just saw Requiem and it doesn't work the same way, is that as soon as you enter like the cutscene for a song, you'll get it right away. So if I die at the same time I enter a cutscene, what'll happen is I learn the song, but then I don't watch the cutscene. The thing about Requiem is that I'm pretty sure what happens is when you exit the area, it loads the cutscene like frame 1. So like you don't have a frame to die first. What happens with like, for example, a lot of people might see if you like wrong warp into forest, you can learn Minuet by dying and exiting the load zone at the same time. And the thing is that happens there is it loads the area and then it loads the cutscene, so you have time to die. So if I did the same thing for Requiem, what would happen is I would die as soon as like I enter the area, but like I'd have to watch the cutscene first and like then I'd die, which would like that would just kind of suck.
Well, you do actually end up killing yourself after watching it in this route anyways, right?
I guess
I think it's time to find a setup for that.
No, the thing is that I don't waste any bomb chews doing that though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And my health isn't like in a great spot. Like it's usually at like remember I voided in Wasteland, I was at 2 hearts after that. Like normally I'd be at like 3 hearts, or maybe if you get lucky you get hit by like a lever and you lose like half a heart. But you'd be blowing a whole bunch of bomb chews, or you'd have to equip the Ocarina and damage buffer, which I mean I don't know if like any of those are like a good alternative, but I mean I could see it being faster if like we have bomb chews to spare, like a whole bunch of them in the future, which might happen with the new route idea, where basically you would go and get bombs and get Minuet and magic before you ever go to the graveyard, because you'd want bombs for Shadow Temple. But I don't know. I guess that's just like another thing we'll have to time. All right. So we got Zelda's Letter, which doesn't really matter. We're just here for Zelda's Lullaby, which we need to get magic so we can shoot light arrows. All right, so that was me entering the trigger for Zelda's Lullaby at the same time as I die. So now I have Zelda's Lullaby, and then it'll respawn me here in the garden, and then I can just like talk to Impa, and she'll escort me out.
GSR is like the category of go and do all this work to get one thing so that you can use one item once.
Yeah, we have to get Zelda's Lullaby so that we can get magic, so that we can shoot light arrows. And then we have to get light arrows. Like, it's actually like a whole bunch of chores, kind of, but the run has like a good flow, a good length, and I don't know, I especially like the Master Quest version of it. It has a lot of cool stuff still.
Yeah, it is a really fun, really cool run, and the Master Quest version, from the bits that I've seen, are even more interesting, I think, than the original.
Yeah, I think that they're more interesting too, but I mean, I don't know. I might be a little bit biased. I've done my fair share of both categories though, like both regular Ocarina of Time GSR and Master Quest GSR. So now we have to do Door of Time skip. So yeah, we don't want to beat the child dungeons because that takes like way too much time. Come on. I can't side hop. What the heck, man? I'm just like pressing A one frame too early. I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I screwed up my angle or something. What? I've never struggled this much with this trick.
This has never happened before.
It has
Count
never
two.
happened before. I'm just gonna, I don't know why I can't do this.
This is why I only do categories where you stay child the whole time.
I mean, this trick isn't even that hard. I just can't do it for some reason. It's... What the heck? I'm gonna mash it and like hope it works. Okay, that will work, but I need one more frame or two more frames. One of those. I can't believe how much I just failed that though. It's normally just like a quick like 1-2 punch and you're through, but I don't know. The side hop is one frame, and I guess like my timing's just a little bit off. I was just like one frame too early on the A input, like 20 times in a row or something. All right. 26 Master Sword, not the best, not gonna lie, but we're definitely like on good time for the estimate. So an interesting thing here about Master Sword cutscene that a lot of newer players don't know about is you actually want to mash your A and B button on that first text dialogue there, because even though there's no blue box on it, you can like clear this like little Ganondorf cutscene a couple seconds faster. I think it's actually like 4 seconds or something crazy like that. It's actually a lot.
I actually did not know about that. That's really interesting.
See, I got one. Like, people don't know about that all the time. It's the same thing with Light Arrow's cutscene, but I think that one's a little bit more known about. There's like this little back in time cutscene in Light Arrow's cutscene, which you'll see later. There's no blue boxes on that one either, but if you mash through the first text, you'll save a couple seconds. But then it would also make you think, wow, there's no blue box, but you can accelerate the text box for Phantom Ganon and Twin Rova as well, but those don't actually save time. Like, those cutscene lengths are just, like, scripted.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know about the Light Arrows one either. Luckily, I subconsciously mashed through all cutscenes anyways.
Yeah, I guess it's just like a habit. Like, when you're in a cutscene, you're just, like, mashing. So, luckily I haven't wasted any bomb chews, so we're at like a super healthy amount right now. I could be a little ambitious as I enter Kakariko and do a Hess up to the graveyard, which should save like, I don't know, I think it saves like 7 or 8 seconds. But I don't know, we'll see. Shadow Temple is kind of like the segment that determines whether or not your run's going to be any good now. And you have to use a bunch of bomb chews in there. And running out would be really bad.
Do we have time for a couple donations?
Yeah, you do.
Cool. So we've got a few here. Moonblaze Wolf donated $5 for the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Redia character name. Trying to get to be Trixie. We got another one from Hotbot. And Hotbot donated a whopping $50. Their donation says, "Can't wait to see the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise run later tonight. Go Moonblaze and Simbu Heart." Thank you very much, Hotbot. Should I keep going?
Yeah, go for it.
Shala Kitty donated $10, and it says, "Donating to support two of the best boys in the free enterprise community, and good luck with the Ocarina of Time."
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Shala Kitty. Got one more if I've got time.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Rivers McCown donated $10 for the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise. Rare idea character name as well, and they're trying to get to be Orbird. Thank you very much.
I guess one small thing about GameCube here that's really interesting is this area has like more lighting than any other version of the game. Like GameCube lighting is just different in some areas. Like in, for example, King Dodongo's boss room, the room is like really red. I don't know, just like an interesting like small thing. But yeah, here at this point is going to be the one and only save warp of the run. And it's like purely because we could clip out of bounds and void a few times, but that's actually slower. So yeah, here's that save warp. I guess I forgot to equip the bomb choose anyway, so yeah, the Hess isn't happening. So we got to scroll over to Master Quest and then start it. It's actually like kind of cool. The Master Quest disc is kind of like a 2-in-1. You got regular Ocarina of Time on the left and Master Quest on the right. But you'd never want to like, okay, I wouldn't say never, but you usually don't want to play on GameCube for a regular Ocarina of Time. It has a use for, it's like 100% no source requirement where you can just like duplicate a whole bunch of gold sculptures and heart pieces. And an actual like cool thing about GameCube version is it can duplicate more of those without crashing. I might have to do one more save warp after Twin Rova. That would be the only other one that I do, though. It's just like about how much health do I have at that point, which it'll probably be pretty low. All right, so yeah, Kakariko cutscene as adult. You don't really see this in anything but Master Quest GSR, or I guess some other Master Quest categories as well, maybe like MST. I don't know. No, I think you'd actually get the bottle. So first off is Dompe Race. I mean, we're going to want Hookshot for Shadow Temple. Though I guess theoretically you could do Shadow Temple without the Hookshot. I mean, we're going to have to get the Hookshot anyway, so might as well do it before Shadow. And cool thing is we're going to want Deku Nuts, and like luckily there's Deku Nuts in Dompe's grave right here, which some people don't know about. There's Deku Nuts on that side and bombs on the other side. And though you see the bomb icon, I can't actually get bombs because I don't have a bomb bag. So it's not like I can just go over there and grab 5 bombs. They just don't even appear unless you have a bomb bag.
Yeah, the only reason that it's visually displayed on the C buttons right now is that the game automatically has set items that go to the C buttons after you become adult for the first time.
Yeah, Deku Nuts, bombs, Ocarina.
And for some reason, Deku Nuts don't display on the C buttons if you don't have them, but the bombs do.
Yeah. What up with that? I guess like you could actually theoretically not get Deku Nuts though. So maybe that's why. Like you could actually skip Deku Nuts.
Yeah, I suppose.
Could you though? I guess yeah, you could still in Master Quest. You could completely skip the Deku Nuts. But like they're just assuming you need bombs for DC.
Yeah.
And I guess even to get to Zora's Domain.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so we got our hook shot. And now we're gonna actually have the door close, which is gonna void us out in this area. That way we can just like exit out the back of the graveyard instead of going all the way around in a circle. There's actually a Song of Time block there as well, which would be kind of pesky to get around. And here I'm gonna do a hook shot jump to get up to this seam.
This trick is really weird, but cool.
And now I'm gonna get Ice G just so I can navigate this seam. Ice G has like some weird properties, like you can't fall out of the air. So there's like little gaps in this seam and I don't want to fall down. And then the cool thing is there's two areas in the graveyard. There's the back part near the shadow entrance, and then there's the front part of the graveyard. And the cool thing is I can side hop over the load trigger, and then the door of Shadow Temple won't be here, so I can just go in. All right, so next is a really hard, precise trick. I'm going to be doing Truth Spinner Skip, and there's no signpost here in Master Quest, so it's like a lot more precise. Come on. Okay. So now we're on the other side of the Truth Spinner, but that's all just to get this small key here. It's kind of interesting. Like, we want to go to the catacombs, but in Master Quest, that door's locked, so we need a small key. So we're going to get this one. And now we have to go back with another Mega Flip. Oh, that's not very good, but I guess like a cool like alternative is I can just die. And that'll just take me back to the entrance of Shadow Temple. I don't get the bomb chew back though, unfortunately. Like if I wanted to die, I could have just, or I could have like save warped, or I could have just like died right away. So I don't get the time back either, which is still fine. But like I guess like a cool thing is I have my health full again, and I was gonna have to fill it up with hearts anyway. So the catacombs is also blocked by a bombable wall here in Master Quest, just because they felt like it. All right, so now we have some hard stuff. There's a big Song of Time block here that I'm gonna try to skip, which was like one of the big gatekeepers for hover boots in the run. Okay, that's part one.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That didn't quite work out. Okay, that'll work. So I did a Mega Flip to clip through that ice there. I actually tried to do it off the flame, but it's a one-frame backflip, so. Dude, dead hand. Stop it. Okay. We're still good on health, though. That would actually be really bad to get hit by Dead Hand if you did the double damage boost, but I did the clip with a jump slash for the Song of Time block, which can be a little bit harder. It saves a bomb too, though. That's why I like doing it. All right, so next I have to do boat skip and the boss key skip, which are both like pretty difficult. Come on. There, okay. It's not over yet.
So now he's in the room where the boss door is, and it's unloaded, so he needs to clip through it blind.
Come on. No, that's not good. I have to like completely redo that part of Shadow Temple now. That sucks. But I mean, I expected to maybe fail that once. We're still good on time estimate, probably, I think. But yeah, that's like the part that you do not want to screw up in the run is boat skip, because it means like I'm down all the bomb chews and then like I'd have to like use them all to trek all the way back. So it's better for me to just like get the bomb chews back. So maybe I can get the flame mega flip this time. But also I have to do the Song of Time block skip again, which is also kind of scary. So yeah, Shadow Temple sucks. See, that sucks. Okay, we're still in okay shape. I can not reset here if I just get a heart. And luckily, like, my bomb chew count is somewhat healthy, so just doing it again is no problem. Okay. No, didn't get that time either. Oh no, that's not good. Maybe I can reset it up with the flame. No. Oh, this is not good. I'm running out of bomb chews. Actually, don't have enough health anymore either. So yeah, we're really in the weeds now, which that sucks. But it's a marathon run, so I didn't expect it to go perfect.
This is a lot of really hard tricks to do in a row.
Yeah, that's why like Shadow Temple is like so tough now. It's the clip, and then the other clip, and then the other clip, and then the other clip.
Now on the GameCube version, is there really weird lag in the unloaded room at the boss door?
So the thing is like the lag is inconsistent. It's like, okay, it lags more in this room. It lags less in the room with the hover boots, and then I guess it like probably lags about the same amount after that. But like, yeah, like lag is just like inconsistent on GameCube, but like on VC, like it'll pretty much be the same speed everywhere. So I have to adjust my timing and just kind of guess for pause buffering. Ooh, okay, I have to reload this room now. Hopefully I don't go over estimate. I'm like actually kind of worried now. If I do that, it would be a shame. Or I mean, intended so that people get more marathon today. Okay. Part 1. I'd really like to get this flame mega flip if possible. Oh no. I can't do this. No. Come on. This is not good. Get on my way, flame. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we're back through, but I still gotta do boat skip and the boss key skip, and I can't get hit by dead hand again, like last time. And if this happens, oh, I guess I'll have to. I'm short 1 bomb chew right now, which means I'll have to go to Spirit Temple just to grab some and then leave, which would be like kind of awkward, but I'll do it because that's better than redoing that whole segment like 1 more time. But let's see if I even get this. It happened again. I'm so sad. It is really, really unfortunate. It always goes perfect in practice too. Like I aced Shadow Temple like right before sitting down here at home, but yeah, it's like really unfortunate too because like I aced everything and then failed the boss key skip the first time, and it's just a spiral now. But I should still be okay on time, maybe. Thanks. I'll try my best. Alright. This is like round 4 or something. Okay. At least like pretty okay on that part. I can't get that. A little early on the backflip. Wow,
Oh.
that was really mean. Okay. Alright, and we're actually like, this is way more healthy on bomb chews. We still have one spare. I might be on the chest. Yeah, Dead Hand, like, the actual like head of Dead Hand pushed me onto it, and now I have to wait for Dead Hand to disappear. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Ooh, should still be okay. I just gotta make sure I find the door. Alright, we're gonna do this a little bit differently this time. We're gonna do a different setup to make it easier. Ooh, didn't want that. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, there we go, finally. We did it.
Good job.
So, what I was trying to do there before was, what you can do is you can shield drop the chew and then blow it up with a Deku Nut, and then like hold the direction and just grab the ledge. But the problem was my angle wasn't working. So, like either I was missing the notch, or like my notch is just not working anymore. So one of those issues. So it was just better for me to remove the variable from the equation, I think.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, like the pause buffering timing that he was doing there is different for doing the clip in the hover boots room as it is doing the clip in the boss door room.
Yeah, the thing
it's tough.
is like pause buffering timing is like it's affected by different amounts of lag in the game. So like a console like Virtual Console, like that doesn't really lag much anywhere, so the timing is pretty consistent everywhere. But with a console like GameCube that switches between like no lag and lots of lag and little bits of lag, there's a lot of variance. I'd even argue that there's more than N64 has variance. Because N64 is just like always laggy.
It's laggy, but at least it's consistent.
Yeah. We still got that sub 1 shadow. Easy money. We're
Easy
definitely
clap.
on some sort of pace right now.
I want to say I heard where Little had a schedule earlier, so I wouldn't stress too much.
I want to hit under 140. That's like the estimate is like sacred in like speedrunning marathons.
It's true.
But like the estimate was made like thinking that might happen in Shadow. So I just got to play well.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, so we got a donation from Synac. He donated $100. Says make sure the mouse cursor sprite has a good chance winning the Link to Pass randomizer sprite choice bid war. Y'all should show me up by picking a sprite to be used. Go ahead, Synac.
I think it might be possible to sub 140 still, but I gotta like really hustle now. Like I have to actually play like really well. Luckily, I'm okay on bomb shoot count, so shouldn't be an issue there. I won't have to do like that weird second trip to Spirit Temple or anything. You need to ideally leave Shadow Temple with at least 2 bomb chews, but 1 is the bare minimum. I guess like the perfect amount would be like 5 bomb chews. All right. So yeah, next step is we go get bombs, just like any other regular GSR run. Oh no. That was my 1 extra bomb chew. I could have hessed into Dodonga's Cavern.
I hate that sign Hest. For some reason, that one specifically just feels really weird.
Yeah, it's just like you have to like roll pretty much right away. Oh no. That's like worst case scenario. And now I have to do that weird... Oh wait, oh gosh. What do I do? Oh no. I'm not sure what to do. Do you think I can... oh no. That's the one thing I did not want to happen, was waste that bomb chew, and it happened. And now I'm not sure what I can do. Because I need it for a Force Temple. I could like try to go to Spirit Temple and hit with the hook shot. I can try to do that after Minuet. I think it might reach. If not, I'll have to do something like convoluted and awful. But I have an idea.
Just RBA some more forehead.
I don't have a bottle.
Also, it's GSR.
Yeah. But if I had a bottle, I totally would. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. No. So you can skip blowing up the second rock, but sometimes it's a real pain.
I love how easy the bombs are to get in Master Quest.
Don't hit me. Yeah, you just like shoot the chest and you're good. Hit me? Okay, there we go. That was intentional. So I'm just like trying to think about Spirit Temple. There's this switch that you normally hit with the bow, but I'm thinking if I'm really close, I can hit it with the hook shot. But if not, I'm gonna have to hover to it.
Oh my gosh.
Which sounds awful. But I know I can theoretically do it. I guess, like, I could get the long shot. That'd be, like, the worst thing to do, though.
There's no other places that have bomb cheese in Master Quest.
I mean, I could go to Jabu as adult. Oh, wait, do you need a slingshot for that? Maybe you can do it with hookshot. Oh, I could get Boomerang as adult and then equip swap it. Oh, wait. I'd have to get the egg then, too, which could be arranged.
We're going off-road.
Or wait, I guess I'd need, like, a spell, like Forest Wind or something. Yeah, we're in uncharted territory right now. It's actually kind of interesting. Everything that I did not want to go wrong went wrong, so it's really unfortunate. But we'll know in a couple minutes whether or not it's an easy fix or not. Oh, I could get 10 Skulltulas, get the gold rupee and cac, and then buy some from the carpet guy.
Yes.
That'd actually like probably not even take that long.
Oh, you can do the Skulltula dupe in Lost
Really?
Woods. There you go.
Oh, probably don't want to do that though. I mean, I could. Sounds like really annoying though. I guess yeah, that's what I'd have to do. But I'm just gonna hope that the hookshot reaches.
Yeah,
But
fingers crossed.
It like never does reach anything. Maybe like a hookshot extension just for like that little extra distance will do it. So here I'm gonna learn the Minuet of Forest by entering the trigger at the same time I die. So now I have Minuet, and luckily like I can just come back now. I'll just play Requiem and like we're gonna test whether or not the hookshot's gonna reach, but I just kind of have this feeling like it's not gonna because it never does reach anything. In which case then it's gonna become like really messy what I'm gonna have to do. Well, I guess we'll see. That seems pretty high up. I don't know. Where is it? Oh, wait. That can probably reach. Maybe. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
We're good. We're good.
The run is saved.
Wait, no, hold on. Is this a small key?
No.
Okay, no, we're good. Okay. Okay, thank God.
Just debate everyone right there.
Oh, wait. No, I was thinking, what if I do Spirit Temple now, but I need that small key, unfortunately. So I gotta do Forest first. But yeah, that was only like a 1-minute detour. That's not even that bad. And I got extra bombs. Heck yeah. Okay, so Forest is actually like my favorite part of the run. There are no Wolfos here, but there's so much Walchulas here. Hit me? Yeah, okay. A little damage boost just to save a little bit of time. And then we got our bomb chews. We have our Deku Nuts. It's just a little faster to stun him than to kill him because, like, he, like, blocks space on the ground if you kill him and you have to wait for him to just, like, despawn. It's really annoying. Another Deku Nut here. That way I can just roll through these guys. So yeah, the route you're going to be seeing me go through Forest Temple is like kind of completely different, but similar in some ways. Like, for example, like the start is kind of the same, but we have the Song of Time block here, and we don't have Song of Time, so we're going to have to skip it. But it's pretty easy. And then we got these Wolfos here instead of Stalfos. But no problem. So now we have to grab the key and then clip back through the other side, which that can be arranged as well. All right, and now normally in regular Ocarina of Time, you'd see me go to the right here, like into that little gap, but it's better to go this way. All right. Hey, I actually did something perfectly for once. Okay, that's actually like kind of hard to do. That room perfectly. Alright, this is the last small key we'll need for Forest Temple. You just kind of use like 2 back-to-back keys. Oh. Okay, so you don't have to see like the weird hover boot rolls here in Master Quest. Like, they just neatly kind of give you these platforms, but I wouldn't be able to make it up here unless I did a bomb chew trick to like make these hookshot plats appear. Like you can see this switch right here. I hit that with a bomb chew. All right, and one interesting thing about the hallway here is that like there's no text here in Master Quest, and that's because we already twisted it. The other switch did that. Like the switch that I hit as I entered the door, that one was the one to twist the hallway. It's normally untwisted there.
So you don't have to worry about skipping Navi there?
Yeah, no, you just roll straight. Don't worry about it. An interesting thing about Master Quest is this chest doesn't spawn in the middle of the platform, and it's not like raised a little bit off the ground either. So, just like a cool, interesting thing. All right. So now that we have the bow, we can go back to Spirit and do it proper. That one gatekeeper was just the small key that we needed. And in the old route, like, I'd be like really nervous right now, but thankfully we have hover boots, so Spirit Hover shouldn't be an issue. The inside of Spirit Temple is still like another beast in its own, but as far as like the actual hover goes, it should be fairly straightforward. I'll probably kill the Gwei at the start just in case as well. You can skip the Gwei kill. Alright. This is the small key. I'm actually going to re-enter once for a heart because, like, it seems kind of weird to do that, but health is actually really finicky in Spirit Temple. Alright, and then we'll just save just in case. We only get like one good try at Spirit Hover.
Yeah, if you lose most of your bomb shoes, it becomes way harder to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that you just use a ton of bombs in Spirit Temple and Master Quest. So that's a cool hover we can do off of the Gwei to start off Spirit Hover. Looks good to me, unless my turnaround was bad, which it could have been, I suppose. Not quite good. Okay. That should be fine. Okay.
Nice.
We're all set. So, what you can do in Spirit Temple is there's a boss key skip you can do, but the cool thing about Master Quest is the boss key is like literally like right there on your way. So we're not gonna do that. There's this Iron Knuckle, but we don't have to fight it in Master Quest because this door isn't locked.
What?
Yeah, so it's just like, just skip them. And then you're supposed to remove this Song of Time block here for hitting the sun, but if we just climb up on the right side with our sword out, the shield will just kind of hit it, which is pretty cool. And now if we enter the door on the right side here, we won't have to side hop because the Gibdo can't stun us, and then we can just roll around him and get the boss key. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that like little detour got me the boss key, so that saves me 3 bombs. I don't have to worry about health, and then if I failed the boss key skip, that'd be more health and more bombs. So this is where we waste all the bombs in Spirit. We got 3 double BMOS and a single BMOS, and that uses 7 bombs, but we have 5 there. I'm just gonna grab those. You can actually void out at the same time that you kill all the BMOS, but it only saves a few seconds. I actually timed it yesterday. I'd rather like have the safety health, I guess. All right, so now is statue climb, which is like something that we've always pretty much had to do in Master Quest.
This is a really cool looking trick.
It can be really annoying though. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of little like textures that you can get stuck on while doing the statue climb.
Actually, like, getting hurt there kind of stinks because it means I can't do a Nibiru Knuckle cutscene skip now. Like I said, the health in Spirit Temple is, like, really finicky. Alright, we'll be extra careful here. Oh, I have glitched health. I can do it.
Oh, so the way that glitched health works is it's visually separated into 4 pieces of the heart, but the game actually counts it in increments of way more than that. So you can have different amounts of health than what's actually able to be shown. So he has a little bit extra here.
Yes, I do. I'm actually, like, now super nervous for this cutscene skip, though, for some reason. And I, like, never fail it. But I never fail a lot of things that I failed today. But, I mean, we're going to go for it. It's 30 seconds. You should just do what you've practiced. Good.
Nice.
So what I did there is I dropped the bomb and then used Nibiru Knuckle to clip out of the wall with my hook shot. And then what that did is, like, I just voided out while the cutscene started, which kept me from watching it. Alright, so now if I get hit by Twin Rova, that would actually be, like, the worst thing, because I'd have to redo all of Spirit Temple. It was the same thing with Nibiru Knuckle, which is why I was feeling pretty nervous. If I died there, it would be all over as well. But luckily, getting hit by Twin Rova is kind of a rare thing. Like, I'd have to really screw up really bad.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff happen in this fight, though, so...
Yeah.
Sometimes
Same.
you can just get some random
Same.
weird stuff you've never even seen before.
That's why I'm, like, a part of me is, like, really nervous right now. Alright, Twin Rova, what are you giving me?
And this is a very RNG heavy boss fight.
Yeah, this is
so-
the most RNG you'll see in the run. Fly some other direction. Okay. I got hit 4 times here. This is like the only part of Twin Rova where you actually have to worry about dying, really. The second phase is pretty straightforward. Alright, so that's bad RNG. Like, she could have shot there. I'm just rolling to get a little bit closer. Because the sooner I start reflecting the shot, the sooner I can hit her. It just makes sense. Okay, what are you gonna do? Where is she? I don't know. Ooh. Oh no! So that was just kind of like luck, I suppose. I could have like adjusted my position like this, but there's no guarantee that Twin Rova would be there. No matter what, I was taking a gamble. I think that's 2 shots. Or maybe that's 3. I don't know.
Oh, the quick shot.
it happens more often. If you miss a shot, Twin Rova will prep the next shot like pretty quickly. This is a true double though. That was just me getting lucky. The other one was just I was bad, so Twin Rova decided to like be nice. Oh, Twin Rova tried to give me a triple. You can tell because like she stayed in the same place there. So I had to shoot her with the hook shot to get her from shooting. All right, now we can one cycle this phase of Twin Rova if it's done properly. The first 3 shots are always the same.
This boss fight's just spitting in your face, giving you the worst RNG, and then giving you a triple right when you don't need it.
Where are you going? All right, that's Twin Rova down. I think, like, I'm maybe being a little bit optimistic, but I think we can do it. I think we can sub 140. I think it's doable. Doable.
Do we have time for a quick donation then?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. So we got a $75 donation from Schottelheim. Thank you very much. He says, sorry I couldn't make it to Minnesota to meet you guys, but I'm happy to help from back out here. Thank you for all your amazing work you've done. Thank you, Schottelheim.
Oh, wrong way. 100% muscle memory. So I actually don't want that heart. I mean, I guess I could get it. It does waste a little bit of time just for the sake of me like doing the movement. But the major reason I guess I don't want it is because if you notice my health here is intentionally really low, and that's because we're going to use my current health to avoid a save warp because they just take forever on GameCube. So what I'm going to do is as soon as I land on the platform here, I'm going to pull a bomb and run towards a lever. Whichever one kills me first is, I mean, that's the best. But sometimes the levers like don't hit you because they're just, I don't know, they're so annoying. When you want them to hit you, they don't. And when you don't want them to hit you, they do. But yeah, that's why I'm one hit away from death.
So after this, we're just going to be going straight to the Temple of Time, right?
Yep, that's the plan. Get light arrows. So we kind of have like this cutscene gauntlet, I guess. Spirit Temple, that small Rauru cutscene, and then light arrows cutscene. Okay, whatever kills me first here. Okay, good. So now I'm gonna save my game. And then I'm going to do not continue. It's like similar as earlier. The do not continue just takes me back to file select. And since I saved in the overworld, it'll take me back to Temple of Time since I'm adult. As child, it takes you back to your house.
Did we explain earlier how only getting the last 2 medallions works?
Oh, yeah, okay. So the programming here is actually, it's actually like sound logic because you need to beat, like, without glitches, you need to beat Forest Temple, Fire Temple, and Water Temple to get Nocturne of Shadow to get into Shadow Temple. So it doesn't check for those 3 medallions at all because it assumes if you have Shadow Medallion, you must have beaten the other dungeons. And then Spirit Temple is kind of awkward because you could technically do Spirit Temple without beating Fire Temple or Water Temple or Shadow Temple. So like since like Spirit Temple can be kind of done whenever, they just like throw down the requirement for that to get light arrows, and light arrows are like required for Ganondorf and required to get the bridge into Ganon's castle. And I say that you could technically like not do those dungeons, but you need the items. Like you need either hover boots or long shot to cross the haunted wasteland, and like to get hover boots you'd need to have beaten Water Temple, so you'd have long shot. And I guess Megaton, I think Megaton Hammer is used in the boss key room in Spirit Temple. You don't need the bow in regular GSR, but you need it in this one. I don't know. And then you need to beat Forest Temple to beat Spirit Temple, because you need to do the child segment for the Silver Gauntlets. So the logic's actually pretty sound. It's just that because we can just like go into Shadow Temple without anything, all we need is either a hook shot or some form of explosives. Like that just like breaks the logic. But yeah, they were actually, I'm pretty sure they were actually saving lines of code when they did that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was just that little bit of extra like work that they cut out.
But yeah, it's nice. So for GSR, source requirement is only requiring us to beat 2 temples.
Yep. And we get the bow, which is basically beating Forest Temple. It's actually like kind of more than that, because you can go into Forest Temple and go straight to the end in like under a minute and beat Phantom Ganon in another like a minute. But the bow, you actually have to climb all the way up Forest Temple, which takes longer than that.
Yeah, getting the bow in Forest Temple is way harder and slower than just actually beating the dungeon. Same with like getting the long shot in Water Temple.
The cool thing about one of the cool things about Master Quest though is you can like get the long shot really fast in Water Temple.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you know like the room where like Ruto swims up, just go up there and like I'm pretty sure the long shot chest is like where the map is normally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's
so
right at the start.
There was actually a route that people ran for a while with Master Quest called the long shot route, and instead of getting hover boots, which was slow, and instead of doing the bootless spirit hover, which was really hard, you would get long shot, and then through a series of like hovers and like long shot weird shots, you'd actually navigate through the like shortcut that exists in Spirit Temple as adult to skip doing the hover at all, like the spirit hover outside.
Oh wow.
It was actually like a really cool route. It's just it was, by the time it was used, it was never the fastest route, so I never did it. But if it had been like theorized before the hover boots as child route, like that would have been a really cool like main route that everyone did. But yeah, now we have light arrows, and I'm just like looking at the time, and it's actually going to be like so close to 140.
Yeah, this is going to be intense.
Like, I think after entering Ganon's castle, like you can beat Ganondorf in 5 minutes, and you can beat Ganon in like 6 minutes. So it's probably not going to happen, but at least the estimate's going to be like really close. Unless I die, and then it won't be close. The double knuckles are pretty annoying. All right.
We have time for a quick donation.
Yep.
Garnatrex donates
Oh.
$5.
Ooh, Garn.
Garnatrex says, I heard someone was talking about Master Quest. Hey, Pit, I'll forgive you this time for getting hover boots, but only because you look so worried after missing the DC chew. For real, though, much love. Awesome to see some MQ represent.
Thanks, Garn. Shout out to Garntrex. He was the one who got me into this game. Like, for a while, it was him and I, like, battling for the record. Like, very friendly rivalry. And the thing is like, Garntrex and I, like, our, like, claim to fame in Master Quest, or at least mine is, the hover boots skip route, like, doing spirit hover without hover boots. So I'm actually, like, still, like, quite inexperienced with this current route. But I mean, it's the route's probably gonna change again anyway, so I'm okay with that. It's probably gonna be bombs and Shadow Temple now, which will be pretty insane. And I'm ready to remove boat skip now that we have boat key skip. I'd rather do that, especially after this run. All right, so now we have the Master Quest specific trial skip coming up, which is like really cool, but I need audio cues for it. So I have to listen really closely. Ugh, no. That might be hurting the estimate. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Luckily, we just respawn literally like 15 seconds back. Okay. I'm a little misaligned here. Okay. We're good. So there's actually like a whole barrier there, and you're supposed to do the trials to get through, but since I clipped with the iron knuckle there, I entered the room without loading it, so the barrier isn't loaded either. But the loading zone still exists for Ganon's Tower. Come on. Shoutouts to Deku Nuts. Yeah, it's like really cool that we just like still have them equipped from Spirit Temple 2, so it doesn't even waste a pause to use them. But the first two rooms are like no problem. I don't worry about them at all. Like Stealthless are kind of a joke, you know how they work. But the double knuckles coming up are like, they are annoying. All right. So I had to like play kind of safe here because I actually missed a hit on the white knuckle. Normally, like when you hit off their armor, they get knocked back, like they get like stunned and they don't hit again right away. So it's like pretty easy to just like kind of combo them. But since I missed one hit, I had to like make sure that the white one wouldn't kill me while I knock off the black knuckles armor. But all things considered, like that still wasn't like a super bad fight.
Yeah, that was a good save.
All right. Oof. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a 140 or 141 if I don't die, which is not ideal. But considering all the bad things that happened, I'm not super upset about it. I guess there's two things that can still happen. One is I get trolled by rocks on collapse skip, and the other thing is I miss quick spinning on Ganondorf and then die. But I can take one hit with 4 hearts. So if I miss quick spins twice and die, then it's like, I don't know, I deserve to die.
Oh yeah, we said earlier that the Twin Rova fight was the most RNG you'll see in the game, but the collapse falling rocks have a
Yeah.
pretty gnarly history of screwing people over
I
right at
think
the end
that
of
the
the run.
RNG there just like screws you like immediately, and it just it sucks.
Yeah.
But the RNG isn't actually as bad. I feel like.
Yeah, it's not RNG that's necessary for a thing like it is in the Rova fight. It's just something that can happen.
Oh my god, I missed the
Oh.
second quick spin, but we're good. Okay.
Way to catch that.
Normally he's like not even supposed to hit it back in the first place though.
Yeah, he almost never will actually reflect that back again when you're that close.
But yeah, as long as you get the first light ball hit on him, like he's a joke. It's actually like, I think if I have an absolutely like perfect collapse in Ganon fight, I can barely do it. Maybe. All right. I believe now that I heard that. But yeah, it's all on the rocks now. It's all on the rocks. One interesting thing here about GameCube is this top area of Ganon's castle, when you see me load in, is actually way laggier than any other version of the game. Like we're like including N64 and everything. I don't know. I guess like our theory is like Ganondorf's cape or something like that is what causes the lag, and I guess on GameCube it just like really takes its toll for some reason. But yeah, you're gonna see the game's gonna be running at like half speed practically.
Oh my gosh.
No, the
leg.
boulder!
Oh,
And there goes.
on the bright side, a lot of the lag should be gone now, because
Yeah.
Ganondorf disappears once you void out.
Boulder?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, I don't have enough health. I'm gonna die. Yeah! I mean, that was just practice.
This one is the real one.
Yeah, this is the real one. Okay. I blame the boulder, though. Oh, whoops. Oh. I'm running out of
What?
bombs. Should still be okay, though. Okay, I can do this. If I get hit by a boulder, though, I can't. Okay. No boulder, please.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. So it's actually possible to save like getting hit by a boulder if you climb back up, but that boulder spawned off the ledge, so he
Yeah.
couldn't even see the shadow, so there was nothing he could do there.
And I wouldn't have had enough time to climb up anyway, because the bomb would have hit me off.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully, like, I don't run out of bombs here. I just need to make sure I have, like, 2. Get out of here! Did I just get hit by that rock too? Okay, now I'm good.
Oh my,
No!
it happened again!
I can't believe it! This
Oh
is
my gosh,
this is
that's-
ridiculous. I can't.
The odds of those spawning so far off the ledge that you can't see the shadow is pretty low. Like, I've only ever seen it happen a couple times before. I've never seen it happen twice.
I've
in
never
one
been
run.
trolled this much by rocks. Like, I've been trolled, but I haven't been sniped off the ledge twice, and then once on the ledge.
Yeah.
And they're also screwing up my setup, too, and I've been having to reset up, but that's more common. Okay. Please. Okay. Finally.
Alright.
Should be good.
With just enough bombs left to...
One spare.
Well, one spare, yeah.
It would have been faster just to do the collapse. But I mean, it's like, that's like assuming, you know, I'm gonna like get rock trolled. No one's just gonna assume that they're gonna lose like 3 or 4 minutes. No.
Doing the setup for the kiss pit.
I know, I never do it either, and like I tried to do it there and I failed. So there goes the 140. I blame the rocks. It's so sad.
That is the worst
We
RNG
were
I've
actually-
ever seen. in
We were
my
on
life.
pace for like, if I played perfect, like it could have been done.
That wasn't your fault though. That
Yeah,
was
but all, the
awful.
other like 20 minutes were my fault.
Yeah, I mean we don't need to talk about that though.
It's okay. It's been a fun run. Love you too. Is that Simply? How you doing? Do you have the nut button?
It's right on top of the...
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, the one bomb.
Not quite. All right. So we're gonna be doing Ganon fight with hookshot, which actually doesn't waste as much time as you might think. It's just like annoying. But if I die, that's really bad. Then I have to do the collapse.
Could get the safety bombs from
the
destroying
pillar?
Yeah,
Nah.
if you're that afraid of it, but
No, the hookshot, like the
I've-
fight really isn't that hard.
yeah, you got
Even
this.
with hookshot, you just roll into him.
So Ganon is actually really slow in this first phase.
Yeah, he
so-
turns really fast in the second phase though.
Yeah.
But any hit from Ganon and I'm dead. But I mean, luckily that's probably not going to happen. Ganondorf is actually like much scarier than Ganon, just because of that light ball reflects thing, and if you miss your quick spin.
Yeah, Ganondorf, the real final boss.
All right.
Time is coming up. That's time.
Nut. All right, we did it. We did it. There are a lot of highs and a lot of lows in the run, but we got to the end. Yeah.
All right, that was Ocarina of Time Master Quest. And next up, we have Simply doing a Super Mario 64 run, so stay tuned. Everyone's super hyped for it. You may have never heard of this obscure runner before.
Got a couple of donations to read off here. Ketchup in My Shoe donates $5. He says, important question. What is your favorite condiment to put into your footwear? I'm going to take a guess and say his is ketchup. Trixie Fox donated $16. Rita, to be named Trixie. That must be one for our naming bid wars. Newtman King donated $1. Way to go, Pity. Sorry if I pronounced this incorrectly. Demarine donated $10. Hoping to see tradition hold and hoping Simbu and Blaze appreciate this donation to name Poram after our fave admin Rivers.